Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we're going to discuss Child's Play 2. Came out in 1990. It is 85 minutes long. The main actor who played Andy in the first film is back as the second film. And so what happens? So it's 2 years later, within the 88 film and the 90 film. 2 years in plot, 6-year-old Andy to 8-year-old Andy. His mom, Karen, has been sent to a psychiatric center for treatments for delusions because the police department denied anything about the killer doll that happened at the end of the first film. She maintained her story because that's the truth. Andy maintained his story, that's the truth. So she was sent to a psych ward, but he was put in foster care. He himself wasn't put in a psychiatric center, which is interesting. So Andy is now doing interviews, kind of. The foster rep is doing interviews for potential foster family parents. So this couple agrees to take him on. They have a teenage foster daughter, Kyle, who is 17. She says she has less than a year, and then she's out on her own, kind of a thing. So that would be 18 in the United States, technically as a legal adult, which is still wild. And then, but 17, so that's Kyle is 17 in this film. So there's a good guy doll that lives at the house. His name is Tommy. And then Chucky comes back, buries Tommy, and takes the place of Tommy. And then it's revealed that he's trying to kill Andy. But how did Chucky come back? So in the very beginning of this film, Play Pals is the company that makes the good guy dolls. The CEO of the company, Play Pals, wants to strip down the Chucky doll, the good guy doll. That was the evidence within the crime scenes that now people are passing bad PR, saying that it was actually just someone in the factory who recorded on a cassette and then put it in the doll saying, "Hi, I'm Chucky, I'm Charles Lee Ray, who is the Strangler, and I'm going to kill everybody." So they're trying to spin the bad PR, even though it was an actual cassette in there. It was an actual, voodoo magic of the spirit going in. They're trying to spin the PR by cleaning up the doll, saying, "Look, this is the doll. There's nothing wrong with the doll in question. Everything's good to go." But while they're cleaning the doll up, the voodoo magic is reactivated when the eyes are put back in, and then the guy who is putting the eyes in is killed. The assistant to the CEO is killed. The foster dad is killed. But I'm trying to keep a body count. The foster mom is killed. The teacher is killed. The foster rep is killed. And then a worker at the toy factory is killed. So there's only 7 deaths in this. Way more than the first. Only 7. We're going to try to keep a body count as we go along. Film to film, not in total. Who has time for that? So I find it interesting that the last third of this film is Kyle and Andy fighting Chucky at the Play Pals toy factory in Chicago. There's not many toy factories in the United States, but to have a toy factory in Chicago and the story takes place in Chicago and the final showdown takes place at the toy factory in Chicago, I thought it was pretty neat having it all one city, one centralized location, no traveling back and forth and who knows who where and from what state and stuff like that. So I like the kill scenes within the factory, the whole conveyor belt of putting the toys together, the whole splicing a new Chucky with the old Chucky, and the fact that he's in this body again for a long enough time. He tries to knock Andy out in the maze of good guy dolls, which is such a creepy scene with all the giant yellow boxes, and it just works so well. I think Universal Studios did a Horror Nights maze of this factory specifically because of it, because it's creepy. So I like the Andy facing Charles Lee Ray, Chucky again, but this time opening up a lever and all the hot wax pours onto him, and then Kyle puts an air hose in him, and then his head blows like a balloon, and then he explodes everywhere, and then the two of them walk out into the sunrise, and Andy's saying, "Where are we going to go?" And then Kyle says, "Home," and he says, "Where's home?" And she's like, "I have no idea." And then the credits roll. It's wonderful. I thought it was a great way to end it. I thought it was a great way to continue the story 2 years later. Why is none of the other characters from the first film in except for Andy? So now that Chucky is gone again, it's a matter of how does the voodoo magic still continuously bring him back? What parts of Chucky are needed to bring him back a third time? I honestly don't remember the third Chucky film. I know it's about an older Andy in like military school, but I don't remember how Chucky comes back, and it's not the same kid who plays Andy. So I gotta rewatch it. We gotta rewatch it. That's the purpose of all this. We're doing our Chucky, and Child's Play Marathon. So Child's Play 2, then there's Child's Play 3, and then we're at Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky. Hang on, wait. Child's Play 2, Child's Play 3, Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky, Cult of Chucky, Curse of Chucky? I think that's how it goes. I get Curse and Cult switched, but I know that there's 7 films, then there's the reboot, and then there's 2 seasons out so far. No, wait. No, there's only 9 things. Hang on. Child's Play 2, Child's Play 3. Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky, Curse of Chucky, Cult of Chucky, or Switchy. Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, and the remake. Oh, okay, yeah. Season 3 and the remake. Well, the remake we already talked about, so that's gone. Season 3 is still going, so we're not talking about that. So we're only talking about 9. I hate what my fingers do that. 9. There we go. We're going to be talking about 9 Chucky things, because one we already did, and the other one's still going. So we're 2 down. We got 4, 5, 6, 7 more to go. Math is hard right now. Math was easy the last time we talked about math, but math is hard right now the longer the day progresses. So brain is currently mush. Time for a nap. On to the next review. Mahalo.